first off, I'm going to add something I didn't write. This is not 14 pages, so don't worry. I want to thank all of you for making this the best fantasy league that I'm in, and argue one of the best anywhere, because we have 12 teams that are active, well-informed, prepared. It just blows every other league out of the water. The trading has been fantastic the last few years. We had 42 league trades this season. I had 12 of them, and that was low for me. I'm going to assume 42 is a league high for, I didn't actually dig in, but it's got to be. But props to everybody for trying to consistently improve your rosters. This past season showed me that it takes an incredible amount of luck to actually bring home the trophy and get a ring. Been runner-up 3 times. None of them were recent. But the thrill/panic of the playoffs with multiple season-ending injuries right before the championship game, 2 waiver shots in the dark that paid off big time in Jalen McMillan and Amir Abdullah ended up being my saviors.
Oh my God.
Couple of thank yous. I have to thank Mike. Without his drafting of Tyreek Hill at number 1, I would not have stood a chance, because that was who I thought I was going to have the whole season. Instead, I ended up with a Bijan Amon-Ra start and left the draft very confident in my team. I then blew that up. I'll get to that. Value picks of Terry McLaurin, Monty in the 5th round, Chuba in the 10th round, and my team MVP Jaden Daniels in the 9th round, who will be my keeper if we do keepers this year. And thank you to everyone who thought Anthony Richardson was going to be a breakout young QB, so that I got the breakout young QB in the 9th round. So like I said, I loved my roster post-draft, but I did blow it up. I derailed it before the season really even started. I tried to trade Andy for A.J. Brown. We immediately traded back because he didn't like it either. That would have derailed me right from the start. And then I traded Mike Bijan because he had like 4 or 5 bad weeks to start the year, and he immediately blew up. And that was Debo Jennings and Bijan for Tyreek, Kenneth Walker, and DeAndre Hopkins pre-Kansas City trade. Because I had heard rumors that he might get traded to Kansas City, so I threw him in. So that didn't work out very well, which meant that I ended up flipping Tyreek to Tim. No, sorry. I flipped Cup to Tim. No. He had Cup.
Oh, okay.
I traded Tyreek. Anyway, I ended up trading Cup and Kenneth Walker to get
Nobody won in the Tyreek.
CeeDee Lamb and Kyron Williams from Daniel. That was what turned my season around, because then a quarterbackless CeeDee Lamb was my wide receiver 3. And then those waiver pickups saved my season in the playoffs. I also have to thank Leroyce for dropping Jonnu Smith when I had no tight end, because that was the other thing that put me over the top. And all of you for letting me drop and pick up Tyrone Tracy multiple times throughout the season. I'll close with this. 2 things. I feel bad for Morgan. I know what second feels like. It stinks. But I will say the progress that he's made as a manager the past few seasons is astounding. And I shudder to think how much more he could improve with less time spent hunting spiny lobsters. Final thank you goes to Chris and Daniel. I think the 2 of you combined for my team name, which was St. Brown to the Crown, which is why I'm wearing this jersey. And since I'm keeping Jaden Daniels, I will no longer have him next year. So, that's all.